um, um,
Personal Accounts is a transnational, decolonial, black feminist work of repair, which is a statement that I ask everyone who comes to this work to etch onto their hearts. It takes the form of a multi-cycle video and sound installation, and I will be showing 4 cycles here in Talbot Rice Gallery, filmed in 4 different locations.
Gabrielle first worked with us during the pandemic in 2021 when we made an exhibition called The Normal, which was trying to look at a lot of the effects of the pandemic, one of those being the significant increase in domestic violence that was experienced around the world as people were locked in their homes. And we showed her work, This Song Is For, which was very affecting and had a tremendous response from our audiences. So when Gabrielle came to me a year ago and said, would you partner on the creation of personal accounts? It was a strong conversation within our team before we did this, and I was very moved by the considered and thoughtful and loving comments that the whole team of Talbot Rice came forward in their abundant enthusiasm to work with Gabrielle again.
As a visitor, as you walk into the space, you walk into a sonic and visual environment. It's very immersive. The sonics of this work is really important. It's beautiful, affecting, enveloping. These are formed accounts of collaborating survivors in these different contexts, each one of them gifting and offering to us as visitors, yet these are different kinds of gifts and offerings and accounts. The spoken words are withheld, so what you come to is what I term a kind of paralinguistic space. It's those moments in between the spoken words, the hums, the sighs, the intake of a breath, laughter, coughs, clearing of a throat. And as you come and walk into and are enveloped by this space, I ask that you really open yourself up to this work and how it's really asking you to think, what does it mean when we forgo lexicality? What is this work asking of me? Why is it survivor-centric? What do I have to learn from these individuals?
So we have worked with a number of survivors of patriarchal violence that we've worked with here in Edinburgh, who have generously given the gift of their experience in front of the lens as Gabrielle has filmed them, knowing that this would be redacted later on and what audiences would encounter would be the fragile elements left behind. When you're sitting in the space of personal accounts, as well as feeling the way that trauma can be etched on the body and the memory and the mind and obviously the emotions as these histories are recalled, you also begin to feel the way that patriarchal violence is everywhere. And the artwork and the experiences and the stories being told feel like they're seeping out into the visitors, the room around you, the experiences of so many people all around the world and here in Scotland.
Working with the Talbot Rice Gallery team has really been such a gift and wonderful. They're a really wonderful team in the true meaning of the word, to curate, to care. They have cared for me, for the collaborators, for the entire production of this work. It was really thinking about, in producing this work that broaches difficult subjects, how do I create a structure of accountability for me to be held accountable to others in relationship with others? And of course, as an organization that I have an existing working relationship with, Talbot Rice Gallery was able to open up and make possible this space of collaboration with a group of extraordinary psychosocial care workers, and of course gathering this community of collaborators who came to this work.
We're hugely grateful to the 11 individuals who chose to give that gift to us, to the gallery, to Gabrielle, and also to share some of their experiences on the website, personal accounts that can be viewed as well online, where they offer maybe a poem, it could be a recipe, or it could be a full account of the ordeal that they've gone through. But there's a deep generosity in making that experience visible. Some choose visibility, some choose not. And also to Gabrielle Goliath for coming to us with this proposal. It's been an incredibly rewarding project to work on, with a lot of care and consideration taken from the whole team throughout the process, but something that's going to stay with us for a very long time.
Well, it's really wonderful actually being here in person, having first shown with the Talbot Rice Gallery during the COVID period. Sadly, that was remote. But then, of course, it was really wonderful to have the opportunity to visit here in January, produce the work, film the work here, spend time with everybody. And then, of course, returning now, given the transnational nature of this work, it's really so particularly beautiful and significant to me that to now be here in person and actually have this exhibition be here, sounding out in relation to the many communities within the city that I hope come to the work.
The exhibition is on until the 15th of February 2025, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday, 10 till 5. And as always, everybody is welcome at Talbot Rice Gallery. If you want to hear more about the events or activities taking place around it, just head to the website trg.ed.ac.uk, and you can find out everything we're doing with our engagement and events throughout the exhibitions.